Hey guys, hope you all well. Right, just a bit of a quick video really. It's 2:30 in the morning. I can't sleep. I will admit, I'm still a little bit excited because I'm like a child. In fact, I'm very excited about this bike. I'm absolutely loving it. Not so much the wiring job, but yeah, I am getting really excited about this build. I really am. Anyway, first I'd like to thank everyone for the comments, and one of the things I keep forgetting to thank people for is the ones who press that super thank you. Immensely appreciated. Like I say, all the support for this silly me in this shed, it really is appreciated immensely. So a massive thank you for all that. Anyway, I've got a little problem to solve on the bike, and I'm going to pick your brains because you're far cleverer than me. Cleverer. So yeah, we'll have a look in a minute. Someone did say in the comments as well that was talking about the exhaust, fantastic, it all works, which I am really pleased about. That this bike is really quiet with that exhaust silencer on, because I was a little bit unsure because I really wanted to keep it. It's only a cheapo one. The fact that it's like really small, so yeah, very pleased about that. He also said he's intrigued about next year's trip. I said, could it be the Isle of Wight? I've never been to the Isle of Wight. I think that'd be alright for a day trip. Just scoot down there, nip across and have a look round and a ride round. Nah, it's a little bit further than the Isle of Wight. I'll give you a little bit of insight. I mean, me and Matthew have been talking about this now. We've had a bit of a get together to talk about this, and it's sort of, I say it's a little bit more than penciled in. It's slightly big black markered in to a certain degree, but you never know, plans can change. But with the plans that we've got, we are not going to be too far away from the Syrian and Iraqi border. That'll give you a bit of a clue of this monumental journey we're going to take on. So yeah, this bike needs to be prepared, because we're going to be in places, I can only guess, where there's not a lot of tarmac. So yeah, I want this absolutely tip-top mechanically. This is why I really do, well, I would love to get it sort of on the road by January, so it gives me plenty of time to give this a bit of a shakedown, test everything, improve things if needed, take things off if not needed, and all that business. Just run it round for a good month solid, because yeah, our planned trip is gonna be a monster trip. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Anyway, that sort of gives you an idea. No, yeah, it won't be the Isle of Wight, but I would like to go there. It's going to be a bit more challenging than that. Anyway, I have a little problem, and it's my own fault, and I'd like to solve it. Maybe one of you guys may have an idea. If I can solve this, I say me and Mick, if we could solve that wiring, I'll be very disappointed if I can't solve this little issue, which seems relatively simple compared to the huge task of getting this bike to run again on the very basic of wiring harness. Right, it's this. The clutch. So a couple of years ago, I bought these as a set. They are BMW, and I sort of thought, yeah, try and keep it BMW, although it's got an Honda front end on it. Total mistake on my part, totally overlooked. Probably a dose of lack of knowledge, I will add that. That is mineral oil. The clutch should be DOT 4, clutch and brake fluid. And I know for a fact you can't mix and match either way. Either way, the seals don't like it. I don't want to make any sort of weird brake fluid up out of washing up liquid, unicorn tears, boiled for 45 minutes and a sprinkle of fairy dust and all that. I want to put .4 in it because it keeps it simple. Again, you know, you could probably understand the weight of the trip that we are planning. Everything needs to be as simple as possible. You know, I'd like to just carry a little pot of .4 and it does both brake and clutch. Anyway, so the bike originally had .4, and then I've gonna bought that lever and it's supposed to be mineral oil, so I can't put .4 in it, and I want to try and find a way around it. I'm going to get it off the handlebars in a minute and pull it apart a little bit, see if there's anything that can be done. Maybe a plunger out of another brake that is .4. It's supposed to swell up the seals and destroy them. Either, you know, if you mix and match either way, .4 in mineral oil in .4, it messes it up either way you do it, apparently. So I'm going to pull that off the handlebars in a minute, see what we've got, whether it's going to be easier to sort it out here or the engine end. It'd be nice if I can sort it out up here. The plunger in here, I don't know. I'm going to get off the bars and have a look inside there. So if anybody's got any ideas or knows or had any experience of doing this before, let me know, because I definitely want that bike on .4 clutch and brake fluid on the brake and the clutch. Got to be able to solve that, surely. Like I say, I'll be disappointed if that is unsolvable after doing that monumental wiring job. We'll certainly give it a go. Let's pull it off and have a look. Alright, leave her off then. Let's have a little investigation. See what we're up against. I'll say, my initial thoughts is, with the plunger in there, I'm going to take a look, see what it looks like, and maybe, just maybe, there's something out there off a .4 setup that could go into this, and then it'd be problem solved. No doubt it's not going to be plain and simple like that, but you never know. We won't know till we have a look and try. Let's spin that little nut back on there, because I'm bound to lose it. Wow, I've done that without dropping it. Oh, okay. That's all connected to that. Right, I need my glasses. I can't see. Right, there's a little grub screw in there. And then we've got a little adjuster there. I wonder if we take this one out, that might release it. Let's see what happens. Drop that in that spanner so it can't roll anywhere. Alright, does that do anything? No, that don't do anything. It's going to be that one then. That's not like BMW to over-engineer anything, is it? How surprising. Oh, that's the one. That's the one. I'm going to put that other scrub screw back in. I'm guessing that locks this one from turning. Let's put that back in for now so I don't lose it. Where's he gone? There. Oh, okay. Put that in there then. Right. So, oh, is that a sealed unit? It can't be. Surely it can't be. Oh, the little boot's coming out. Let me get me tweezers. There we go. I'll do this without tearing it, hopefully. And normally there's like a circlip in these, isn't there? Just pull that boot back off. Oh, there we go. Hey, I've dropped something. Where's that gone? Oh no, where's that gone? It's rolled off into the abyss. Oh, there it is. Found it. Right, what we got going on in here then? We have a washer, by the look of it. Is that a washer? Or is that just the body of the thing? No, there we go. Ooh, ooh. Now that's relatively simple, but let me get a piece of blue roll, give that a wipe. Right, there we go then. I don't know how good this will be, how much you can see there with this GoPro, but if I could find a seal, it's like a basically like a cooked seal, it's not just an O-ring. If I could find something that size out of a master cylinder that is for normal brake fluid, that would actually solve the problem. Surely there's something out there where they just take this one off, it spins freely, so it'll come off. Maybe warm it up a tiny bit just to relax the rubber a little bit. I'm not going to take it off now, or should I? I don't want to tear it. Oh, at the end of the day, if I did, oh, is that a seal as well? Oh, there's one there as well. Sneaky one hiding there, look. So it's got this one and that one. Yeah, I suppose the fluid out of the pot's contained in this area between these seals, I guess. I don't know. No, it won't be a bit at the front there, won't it? Just a bit of a backup one. I'm not quite sure. That's like a ball socket, that is. Ooh, hit the camera. Also, if it came to it, I could even spin something like that up on the lathe. It's the outside measurement that's critical, because obviously it goes down this bore here and pumps the fluid. So yeah, any ideas, or I don't know if any of you have got someone that could do it, I'll be very happy to purchase anything just to try it. We will see. I'm going to have a quick look, see if I've actually got anything. I might have. I doubt it, but I might have. That's all it's got to be. Them two seals out of a braking system that runs .4. Right, just looking at this, so you can see, I couldn't get the calipers down there. That's 13 mil. I've just made this little gauge. So our hole that our seal needs to go down is 13 mil. Obviously the seals will be slightly oversized to create the seal, I would have thought. But yeah, it might be a tricky one. Who knows? It'd be fantastic if I could solve this problem as well. Okay, yeah, so that would be fantastic if I could solve that little issue. I even thought perhaps, oh, maybe the brake side one would fit if I ordered one of them, but that side's a lot bigger. The plunger is definitely physically bigger. That would have been a really easy fix. There's got to be something out there on a brake master cylinder or a clutch cylinder where that rubber is the same size, 13 mil. There's got to be, surely. I don't know. Yes, I could put a different one on it that does take .4. I kind of want them matching. I know it sounds silly, but if they're not matching, it'll make me twitch. Yeah, it'll annoy me. That's the reason why I bought them matching. Why did they have to mess about with fluids? Why? They never used to do that, did they? It was .4 in everything. Why have they got to change it? There's got to be a reason behind it, but why? Seems a bit daft. Just use one fluid to service clutch and the brake. Simple. It just keeps it simple in my eyes. But no, like I say, if that can be solved, that would be absolutely fantastic, and then I can get that back on and it all matches. I did look at other bikes, and quite a lot of modern bikes, it's all the same. .4 for the brakes, mineral oil for the clutch. Because I was looking at the KTM ones, that's the same. The KTM's the same. At the end of the day, all the levers for that are horrendously expensive, even second hand. I don't particularly want to buy any more. I definitely don't want a set made in a certain part of the world. I don't know if I'll trust them. At the end of the day, you know, we're going to go and do this huge monumental trip on this bike. More than anything, I want peace of mind. Obviously we want it reliable, but peace of mind as well. I don't want to be riding along thinking, when's that clutch going to fail? I just don't want that. But maybe I am just going to have to get an earlier one, or another bike that does have a .4 lever. It'd be a bit annoying having a mismatch, but hey, if it comes to the safety and reliability of the bike, I'll have to do it. It'd be lovely if they matched, but I don't know. It's something I've got to think about and solve, amongst lots of other things on the bike. But yeah, like I say, it's lovely to get the running side of it done. I'm actually looking forward to doing the motor gadget side of this wiring system. I am looking forward to that because it's beautifully simple with that little motor gadget unit. So I am looking forward to that, and I'm going to put some power points on the bike as well. There's already one. Where's the little case? And I'm going to put more on the bike. Where's that case gone? There it is. So on quite a lot of BMWs, they have these little plugs at the side of the engine. It's a dim plug. I'm going to put a few more of them on the bike, and then you get the little attachments that just plug straight into there, It just makes it nice and simple. So I'll get that one wide up. I'm going to have one that's a permanent live, you know, when you're moored up at night, because with this trip again, me and Matthew, our plans, no hotels, no campsites, no tent, just our sleeping bags, and the biggest luxury we'll have is just an army basher if it rains. So that's the plan of the entire journey again, which last time was most enjoyable, just staying out on the road in the wild, camping out in the forest and anywhere we could find just to lay our heads. So that's going to sort of be the theme of the next trip as well. Yeah, there's obviously a lot to cover still on this bike, although the progress is really going well, and yeah, I am definitely getting excited about it. We got to obviously get all this metalwork welded up. It's all very rough and ready at the moment on the subframe and the main frame under there. There's gussets to be all added to the main frame under there, just to, you know, bout on braces, make sure it's definitely all good and strong enough. Yeah, there's lots of small jobs to do, lots and lots. And then when I've got all the bike tested and I'm happy with everything, I'm just going to get everything powder coated for ease, cheapness, and just keep it simple. Even the tank, I think I was on about rattle canning it, but I'm just going to get it powder coated. It hasn't got to be an amazing finish. It doesn't matter for this bike. And let's face it, powder coatings, it's quite a hard wearing sort of finish. Yeah, I think that's what I'm like. In fact, Alex does a really nice job, so even the tank will look pretty good if Alex does it. Well, not if, he will be doing it. He doesn't know it yet. He will do if he's watched this video. Colours, what do you reckon? Should we keep it simple? I'm sort of thinking blue frame, like some of the modern BMWs, and the rest of it just white. Even if it's like a satin white, that'll do. Shove a couple of stickers on it here and there, it'll look absolutely fine. Engine, as I said before, if I was selling this bike, yes, it would have every single nut and bolt changed, all nice fancy polished stuff, Cerakoted and all that business. No, it's just going to get a wire brush, a good clean up, and rattle canned. That's the engine, just to tidy it up. And obviously it'll have a big service, oils, filters, everything else that's needed, so it's all tip top. I'll probably change a few things. I don't know, I may even like change the starter motor, the alternator and stuff like that. At the end of the day, I can only imagine this has been on the bike since brand new, and the bike's done 70-odd thousand miles. But it does run beautiful. It's got plenty of grunt for what it is. It starts lovely again, but I'll say I have ridden the bike when I first got it. I have ridden it around, and it rides fantastic and smooth. Not sure how it'll ride now after I've cut it all up and completely changed it, but that's something we've got to find out. I'm pretty confident it's going to be okay. Another thing I want is, obviously I put the CarPlay on after reading somebody's idea in the comments. It's all very dusty at the moment, but I do want something up there, even if it's like one of these little mini speedos or whatever, that I have got my warning lights in, mainly oil pressure, and maybe a neutral light. It's not critical that, but the oil pressure light is. That's all good. We've tested the oil pressure feed, the wires, with a meter. That's all working as it should. So I just need some sort of warning light on there. But it'd be nice to have some sort of gauge up there that logs my mileage, just so the bike's, yeah, I'll have a mileage history then. So I might even put that the exercise bike one back on it, just at the side here or something like that, or up in here or here, whatever. because that will log the mileage, and it has got all the warning lights in there. Well, we'll see. These are little things that we'll cross when we get to them. We'll see how it goes. But there's a lot to do. I am super excited about getting stuck into it. Like I say, we haven't done much in this video because it's early hours of the morning. I can't really be making any noise. Same again, back wheel. I was thinking about the back wheel. There's one on eBay at the minute, and I've put myself off doing it. There is one with a black rim, but on these, the black had like a blue tinge to it. It would have looked better than that, don't get me wrong. But for now, I'm going to clean it and just spray the rim up a little bit. We're going to have a new tyre on there to match the front. And yeah, just a bit of a clean-up. Although I was thinking the other day, if any of you have watched the channel for a while will know the monumental amount of trouble I had lacing that front wheel. There's some sort of unknown mystery to truing these wheels up with this spoke formation on them. Yeah, these spokes that go to the outside, them ones. I have read a lot of horror stories of people attempting to do them and just can't do it. There's obviously some sort of secret combination to true these wheels up. That front one, I ended up getting it right after, I'm not joking, about 100 attempts of doing it, having to loosen it back off, doing it, having to loosen it back off. I'm not exaggerating. I was on it for days trying to crack the mysterious code of truing the wheel up, and eventually it came right by accident. I couldn't tell you how I done it. I have no idea. I have, like I say, I have since read a lot of people, even wheel builders, people who are doing this as a business, will refuse to touch these rims and lacing these wheels up. But I'm half tempted to have a go at a back one. Any wheels that you find for this bike that have black rims are ridiculously expensive, but these ones, anything that's a bit rough and ready, they're quite reasonably priced. So I was perhaps thinking at some point, not now, that it's not critical to do it now, perhaps getting a spare one, buying some stainless spokes and having another go at it. But at least with it being a spare one, I'm not immobilising the bike by pulling that one apart and I can't get it right, because yeah, I'll have to go and buy a wheel anyway. But I'm half tempted to have another go at it, see if I can crack the code, or you know, just try and find out how it's done, because no one seems to know. There is a couple of people in this country that do it, but I have heard that they charge an absolute fortune to lace these wheels up, which we don't want to do because yeah, as you know, we're doing this on a budget. So for now, yes, that back wheel's just going to get tidied up, coat of black, mask the spokes out, clean them up a bit, and just give the rim a coat of black. That's all that's happening with that. Like I say, further down in the future, I may do this just to have another crack at it, another attempt to see if I can sort it when the time's right, and I'll come across a really cheap back wheel, and then just buy a set of stainless spokes and give it a go. Anyway, I think that'll do. I'm going to go and read my book for a little bit till it's a sensible time, and we can crack on with some more stuff on this bike. Again, thank you all so much for the comments. Thank you all for the support in any way, shape or form. It is really appreciated, guys. I mean that, I really do, because I've said before, without that, this is not happening. So it's a tiny bit scary sometimes relying on people's kindness, but I appreciate it immensely, especially the Patreons. It keeps the wheels a rolling in here, so I can't thank you all enough. The people who've done the super thanks, the buy me a coffee, everything, can't thank you all enough. I appreciate it immensely. That'll do. Cheers for watching, guys. Take care.